Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chana and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here I make videos all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 4. And today we're catching up again. Okay folks, so I really tried to film over the holidays. It was too hectic, it was too busy. Those 3-day Yom Tovs did me in. Okay, so what a 3-day Yom Tov is, it's where you have a 2-day holiday that is adjacent to Shabbat. So what we ended up with this year is 2 days of holiday. So the holidays are very similar to Shabbat in as far as what our obligations are, what we can and can't do, not driving in the car, not adjusting the air conditioner, not picking up our cell phones, stuff like that. And so what we ended up with was a day of a holiday, the second day of that holiday, and then going directly into Shabbat. So 3 days in a row of all that. So it was fun. I loved it. It's peaceful. It's restful. It's amazing. It's beautiful, but it's a lot. It is a lot. You'd think that it would be fine because you've got the 4 days in between of cleanup and prep, but it ends up being only cleanup and prep because it's 3 whole days. We did end up having some fun as a family though, but anyways, that's what the 3-day Yom Tov is. I tried to film a little bit during the holidays. It just super did not work out. I tried. I did. I filmed a tiny bit. So here's a little bit of that from Sukkot. Today, we are decorating our Sukkah. All right, so Sukkot, in just a couple of days, our Sukkah is up and it is time to decorate. Because right now what we have is this metal frame that you can see, and that's just going around. And then this black tarp, which I find to be quite hideous as far as if we're gonna be dwelling in this place for a week, I want it to look nicer than this. So I ordered a bunch of fabric off of Amazon for super dirt cheap, really excited about that. And I am covering the walls with this fabric. So what I have done so far is add this fabric over here. So this is a gold color fabric, and I just have a bunch of panels of this going around like that, but it doesn't go all the way around. So I'm currently out of fabric, so I'm only about halfway around with this draping, and I have some more different colors that I'm going to use to kind of drape in the corners and things like that. Not totally sure how that's going to turn out yet. We're going to get there though, but I have this other fabric also, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm waiting on more of this gold fabric to come later today. So I should be able to get the rest of this fabric hung up today. Let me show you what I have done with this fabric so far. Oh yes, this sound of the humming of my sewing machine was going for 2 days straight out on my patio. It was just really pretty weather, so I brought everything out on the patio to work on, which was fun because then I could sew while the kids were playing outside. And anyways, basically what I did was I took this fabric, measured it out, I hemmed all of the raw edges, and then I used some tools that I have to put eyelets in so that when I hang this fabric, I don't have to just poke a hole in it and shove a zip tie through or something like that. It'll actually go through an eyelet, whatever, zip tie or string or whatever I'm hanging this up in the sukkah with, so that I can take this fabric down, fold it up, and keep it again for next year. Because gosh, guys, this was a lot of work. It was just a lot of fabric to deal with. It was a lot of sewing, even though it's just straight lines and it's easy, but it just was still a lot of sewing with all of the hemming and measuring out panel after panel, and then when I got the other colors in to measure those out as well. But it was totally worth it, you guys, because A, it was super fun because I got to sew and it was kind of mindless sewing, which was really fun, and just accomplishing something and doing something, and then B, because it was just really, really pretty when I was finished. Decorating the sukkah is always one of my absolute favorite things to do, and I'm not really sure why I put it off so long this year, because I was doing all of this just a couple of days before Sukkot was starting, because I could have done all of the sewing in advance. I kind of had it in my head that this is what I wanted to do, but I didn't really get started on it until my husband had actually put up the sukkah in the backyard, the frame, and put the tarps up and everything. But that's okay because it did all work out in the end. But Yeah, all the decorating, it's so much fun. It's kind of like one of those things like with Purim where there's just fun options for me to do things to just make it a little extra, a little more beautiful, a little more special, and that sort of thing. And I love it. I love it. I love to grab that moment and take it and make the holiday more beautiful. So once I got all of those panels sewn with the hemming and the cutting and the eyelets and everything like that, I came out here with this very rickety stepladder. I don't know if you could tell like how much it's shaking under my feet, but it was a little like not my favorite stepladder, but it worked. And then I would just climb up and hang up these panels using the eyelets and some zip ties. We used a ton of zip ties. I kept asking my husband to buy more zip ties. He kept going back to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever to get more. But this was just the easiest way because otherwise I'm climbing up there and cutting ribbon and tying off things, and it's kind of a whole pain. But zip ties are easy, you guys. They're easy. So if you're hanging something, that is my advice. And like I said, the weather was gorgeous when I was out here. It was so pretty. It was just really, really fun. And because I'm noticing that these panels, they're really not totally overlapping, I think that I'm going to just hand stitch a little bit here and there just to kind of keep it together, because I don't want to make it one ginormous panel that's really difficult to deal with for storage and things like that, because I am 100% saving this for next year. I think I'm just going to hand stitch a little bit here and there that I can just snip out after the holiday is over. That's my plan right now. So I have my handy dandy little sewing box and I'm about to get started on that. And then I have some things to hang up on the roof later, which is not much right now. We have not finished all of that yet. Basically what we've done is put some wood up there, and then we'll put the real sukkah cover, the schach, up there later. That's where we're at right now. I don't even know what time it is, but the weather is gorgeous out right now. The sky is like so blue and beautiful. Like the leaves are rustling out here. There's like a nice little breeze. It actually feels better outside than it does inside of the house, which I super appreciate. So I'm enjoying the work out here, and the kids are out here playing around. So I'm gonna turn the camera off, stitch a little bit on here, check back with you guys a little bit later. Okay, so I didn't end up filming anymore really until it was totally done, but here are a few pictures of the first night that we spent in the sukkah. This is before the holiday started, so I could still pick up my camera and take a few photos, but here was the table and everything set and ready for our guests to join us to begin the holiday of Sukkot. And that brings us back to here. Okay, so other things that we have been busy with are, of course, going back to school. We did take off some time for the holidays because I'm not into like going to school for a couple of days and then taking off like 3-4 days. Like, no, that's crazy. So we just didn't do school during the holidays at all. And then we got back into school immediately afterwards. It's been going great. The kids are doing fantastic. I'm loving it. We went on a camping trip recently. That was really fun. We went for 2 nights. We intended on 3. On night 2, there was a big storm. We were fine. We stayed. The anticipation of the storm was like way worse than the actual storm itself, because I was like just watching my weather all night being like, what do we do? But it ended up being okay. It was just rain, thunder, lightning. It was not terribly windy. There were like trees above us, so that was a little bit panicky on my part. Actually, once we packed up the tent and had it loaded up in the car the next day, a huge tree branch fell on our tent pad right where the tent was. So I'm definitely glad we packed up and went home. We have another camping trip coming up soon with a bunch of friends. Like, I don't know, it's like 3 or 4 or 5 of our homeschool family friends are all going camping together, so that's coming up. We're super stoked about that. That one's going to be a 3-night trip, I think, so a little bit longer. And yeah, go ahead, enjoy. Yeah, yeah, you can eat that. Other than that, I don't even know what's been going on. I've been reading a lot. I've been journaling a lot. I've been writing a lot. I got my plane tickets to Israel, so that's incredibly exciting. Like beyond exciting. It's my first time ever to go, so I'm super, super stoked. What else? I don't know. The election's coming up. We are not going to talk about that. We are not. And other than that, it's been pretty much life as normal. Kids are happy, I'm happy, husband's happy, the house is happy. Bought some new curtains up the other day, that was really fun. Baby Firefly is starting to talk a lot, which is really fun. He still does not nap. That has ceased completely. The napping is over. So I don't think she wants to go outside. You can just shut the door. Yeah. Do you want to just shut the door? Okay, now you can shut the door. If you can hear me, just goes, Bella, go now. So cute. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're cute. Okay, so that's kind of it now, because now I have baby Firefly, the toddler, over here, wanting to be picked up and things like that. So I'm gonna get back to the kids, about to make them some quesadillas, and we've got some stuff to do this afternoon, some errands to run and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let you guys go for now, but I wanted to pop in and give a quick update, and I'm hoping to get to a vlog soon, or maybe like a morning routine, like something more fun and like more normal now that the holidays are over. So that's where we're at. I have not forgotten about you. Don't you worry about that. That is not happening. So thank you all so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a lot with all like the waiting and the break. Like it was hard with the holidays. It was really hard with the holidays. So I'm hoping to be back a little bit more often now than like every month or two, because that's a little bit absurd and was not at all my plan. So thanks for... Mama, it's okay. I know. I know. She just wants your burger. So anyways, thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. And that's it. That's all I've got. So be sure to hit that like button. Give this video a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know how things are going with you. And make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss my future videos. And with that, we are done for the moment. So I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.